All right, what's up, guys? We're back for another home run prop video. Man, one's been tough. Like, I got the notebook out. I've been writing down so many different guys, so many different stats. Like going through so much on the computer. This one's tough for me, honestly. But I still found some guys that have good numbers and make sense. So obviously, bet these responsible. Like and subscribe if you guys want more content. Drop your home run picks, home run props in the comments below. Let's all try to win it as a team. Get each other on some winners. All right, let's go to. I'm going to probably play a few in the dome games just because we don't have to worry about weather issues as much there. But we'll go to the first game, and then that's the Angels game. You got to take Mike Trout against right-handed pitching, I think, in this situation. I mean, would I like it better if he was at home? Yes, I would. Him and Taylor Ward, both the guys on the Angels, pretty much the only guys on the Angels you can rely on, especially versus right-handed pitching. They both have good barrel rates. And Zach Eflin can give up about 10% barrel rate. So this season, I was looking at Isaac Paredes on the other side. The only situation is he struggles versus left-handed pitching. He has hit all his 5 home runs versus righties this year. So if Sandoval goes 5 innings, that only gives Paredes and Paredes struggles to hit one. That only gives him 2 innings or two more at-bats potentially to hit a home run versus a right-handed bullpen guy if they bring a righty in. So I wanted to take Isaac Paredes at plus 600. I just don't like it as much. But as a value standpoint, I'm going to take Ahmed Rosario. He finally got his first home run versus left-handed pitching. He's 278 average. He leads the team in barrel rate. He actually hits that sweet spot and that launch angle quite a bit when he hits the ball. So strictly on a numbers play, I would take Ahmed Rosario if I was going to take one from the Rays. Like I said, I do like Isaac Paredes. I just don't like him versus a lefty. Next, let's go to the Astros game and the Braves. Man, there's obviously lots of guys you can take here. I mean, Yordan Alvarez, his number is going to be super low. But I'm going to go on the Braves side, Marcelo Zuna. He is absolutely raking right now. He's got a 14.3% barrel rate, 5 home runs, 882 slugging versus right-handed pitching. He's got, I think it's 2 home runs in his last 5 games. He hit one, that walk-off, that top of the 9th inning home run in Miami was his most recent one. But he's absolutely raking right now. He gets a good pitching matchup here in a place where he doesn't have to worry about like wind affecting anything. This guy hits for power. On the other side, I'm going to look at Kyle Tucker. With Kyle Tucker, he's got a 10.1% barrel rate. You could literally get to a few guys on this one. Let's just look at the Astros quickly. Jose Altuve has 5 home runs versus right-handed pitching. Honestly, Jose Altuve would be my go-to versus righties other than Kyle Tucker. Yordan Alvarez has 2 home runs, but he's only slugging at 390. Same with kind of Yanier Diaz. Those two are kind of the same right now. Jose Altuve is on fire. He's got, like I said, he's hitting at 431 average. So Kyle Tucker, I could see Jose Altuve hitting one too. So a couple of those guys. Going to the Mets game, I think I kind of just have to take Pete Alonso just out of, how he's hitting right now alone. He's got 3 home runs in his last 5 games. He's got, let's see, where's Alonso here? Versus left-handed pitching, 3 home runs, a 923 slugging average. He currently leads the MLB in numbers like slugging and home runs versus left-handed pitching. So that Pete Alonso as a standalone in that game. As far as the weather goes there in at Citi Field, it's kind of like a cross outwards wind. So not too bad. The humidity might be all right come game time in the 40, 45, and the temperature should be in the high 60s at least. So it might not be bad. Pete Alonso can get a hold of one at any time. He currently has, I don't know if I mentioned this, he currently has a 10.4% barrel rate. So he leads He leads the Mets with barrel rate. He hits that sweet spot like almost 50% of the time when he has these batted ball events. He's hit 44 batted ball events. Over 15 of them have went 95 plus miles an hour off the bat. They're considered hard hit balls. He's got a good barrel rate. Like I said, he's hit 3 home runs in his last 5. So getting him at plus 400, I don't mind that at all. Going to the Royals White Sox game. The White Sox, I mean, the wind is kind of blowing in a little bit at guaranteed rate field, but I think the thing is this matchup here when it comes to this young kid being called up, he can give up lots of hard contact. He did it in AAA, so I mean, what's going to stop it from getting to the minor or majors? Salvador Perez, 12.3% barrel rate. He hits that sweet spot about 35% of the time, but he's hitting the ball hard. He's got a good hard hit rate. Honestly, I wouldn't blame you if you took Bobby Witt Jr., but Bobby Witt's let me down a little bit lately. Salvador Perez just hit his 250th home run of his career. He's got 2 home runs in his last 5 games, and his numbers at plus 300 is not bad. So those guys I don't mind. Then let's go look at the Dodgers game. Teoscar Hernandez at plus 350. So Hernandez versus left-handed pitching. He's got 2 home runs and he's slugging at 722. So he's a good guy as far as hitting lefties. I don't know how deep the national starter is going to go into the game. Once you look at the other side, the Dodgers, obviously Mookie Betts, Shohei Ohtani, all those guys, absolute monsters. Shohei Ohtani still has that 17% barrel rate, just raking. Teoscar Hernandez, he's hitting the ball pretty hard. He's just not getting as many barrels as obviously some of these other guys. I can't take Shohei Ohtani in this one. I'm taking Mookie Betts, though, at plus 325. Mookie Betts absolutely rakes versus lefties, righties, doesn't matter. So Mookie is always live to hit one, especially at Dodger Stadium. Dodger Stadium, wind should be blowing slightly out to right or center field, 8 to 10 mile an hour winds, mid 60s, low 60s temperatures, not too bad. So decent environment there as far as hitting. So give me those 2 guys. Honestly, you could take really anybody from the Dodgers lineup in their top 5. And then a couple value plays, I guess you could say. This one is Michael Busch. This is just strictly because he's hitting absolutely. He's got 4 home runs he's hit home runs in 4 straight games. So he's got 4 in a row, 4 home runs in his last 5 games. Morel Kelly gives up like a 10.7% barrel rate. So he gives up lots of hard hit contact and he can give up barrels. The only thing is, I mean, Arizona is a more pitcher friendly environment, but I mean, this guy's on fire. So I just kind of got to roll with it right now. And then in the Phillies game, I was looking at Brandon Marsh. He leads the Phillies. I like this number with him at plus 450. He leads the Phillies in barrel rate. I was looking at also Trey Turner. Now that Trey Turner finally hit one, Trey Turner is right behind Brandon Marsh. Trey Turner has a lot of batted ball events and a lot of hard hit balls. So those 2 guys I don't mind in as far as numbers wise. Obviously, Kyle Schwarber is kind of, in that leadoff guy, but he's like plus 190. So I just don't love it as much. I could see Kyle Schwarber get one. If Kyle Schwarber hits one, he hits a home run or he strikes out. That's usually what he does. So wouldn't be shocked to see Kyle Schwarber got one. I think he's got 3 home runs in his career versus the starting pitcher that's going in that game, which what was it? Who's pitching to that one? Oh, Cal Quantrill. So Cal Quantrill also has like a 10% barrel rate so far this season. So with Kyle Schwarber, 3 home runs, 11 at-bats, batting .273. Trey Turner, 1 home run in 3 at-bats off of Cal Quantrill. So you got a couple guys there. I was trying to get some on the Rockies side, but, I mean, you could maybe go with McMahon, but I don't know. The Rockies versus Nola is just they might struggle offensively. So that's the only thing there. I can give you a number quickly on the Rockies. Not very good barrel rates. McMahon has lots of batted ball events, and lots of hard hit balls. He's just, I don't know if you can count on this Rockies team as far as hitting the ball well. I don't know if I mentioned the Phillies, the weather in Philly or not, but 75-degree temperatures. There might be a possibility of some humidity and rain coming in at some point, but nothing crazy as far as affecting hitting conditions too much or too negatively. So I don't mind a couple of guys there. I don't know if I mentioned I'm just gonna this one standalone play in the Yankees game. Giancarlo Stanton, he's got 4 home runs, hitting 250 with a 656 slugging versus right-handed pitching this year. So I don't mind him. He hits for power. He's either going to hit a home run or he's probably going to strike out, is usually where he's going. He does have about a 10% barrel rate this season. Juan Soto is obviously the other guy on that team right now. Juan Soto has 2 home runs, 317 average, and 512 slugging versus righties. So obviously, I wouldn't blame you for taking either one of those guys. As far as the Blue Jays go, I don't really love this Blue Jays team. I could see a couple of them hitting home runs. Maybe Dalton Varsho, like he's had 2 home runs in his last 5 games, I think. Yeah, Dalton Varsho, 2 home runs in his last 5 games. You're getting him at like plus 600. So maybe I would look at that one. But the Blue Jays just, like I've said before in other videos, they're just struggling right now. A lot of these guys have really low barrel percentages. Not like some hard hit balls, but right now Vladimir Guerrero Jr. leads the team with 8%. So, I mean, they're just not hitting very good as a team collectively versus righties. So I just don't have a lot there. But I want to get you guys out of this video. Don't forget to drop your MLB picks in the comments, your home run props, all that stuff. Like and subscribe the video. Subscribe for more content. So Mike Trout, Giancarlo Stanton, Kyle Tucker, Marcell Ozuna, Pete Alonso, Salvador Perez, Teoscar Hernandez, Mookie Betts, some value plays, Brandon Marsh, Ahmed Rosario, Michael Bush, Taylor Ward, and a potential maybe late in the game kind of bullpen hitter, Isaac Paredes. Maybe he gets one in the 6th inning or something like that. So those guys kind of all numbers-wise anyway, some value plays. But we're like 13 minutes into this video. I don't want to waste you guys' time, so I want to get you in and out of here, get you guys to be able to watch this video so you can move on with your day, make some home run props. Drop your picks in the comments. Thanks, guys, for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.